on him by using a rusty steel sword instead. The clan leader asks if he has any objections. Theo says he doesn't, and the father becomes serious as he decides to begin the fight. Aura starts to spread everywhere as the clan leader moves forward, making our boy anxious. Theo observes the immense pressure his father emits with just his fighting spirit alone. The clan leader praises him, surprised that his son is still standing. Theo remains confident since his strength has almost tripled because of the reward he received after clearing the tutorial known as the Experience Elixir. Using the elixir, he was able to gain 5 levels, and he put all the stats into his strength. With this much strength, he feels true freedom as he leaves the realm of the weak and enters the realm of the extraordinary. The MC is confident he can survive at least a single strike from his father, and as the clan leader throws his attack, everyone becomes speechless while Ed believes the MC will die. Our boy puts all his focus into defending himself and is able to see the attack coming. The huge red beam of light falls to the ground, destroying the whole stage, and after the smoke clears, the clan leader smiles to see that he is able to finally find a decent son, as our MC remains standing, leaving everyone shocked. Theo proves his innocence through his will and determination. After successfully surviving the strike, the trial concludes, and the system shows that the sudden quest, Single Strike from Kyle Ragnar, has been successfully finished. Theo receives an inventory and a mysterious blue key as a reward for his achievements.
John,
After some
I want
time,
to be
our boy wakes
a
up while
streamer.
questioning where he is. His mother, Cecilia, becomes happy to see her son wake up and shares that he
What
fainted
are you
while
doing?
sleeping. She starts to
Tika.
cry while
We
holding
have
his hand
zero
as she
viewers.
expresses her feelings about when she found out the
Okay,
clan
let's
leader himself
remove it.
challenged our boy. Cecilia becomes concerned
Are you
and asks
ending
if
it,
he has
bro?
any more injuries, assuring him she will immediately call a physician if he has any fractures or dislocations. Theo
Yeah,
tells her he is
yeah.
fine, but doesn't recognize where he is. Julius comes in and says that by the orders of the clan leader, the lady of Camellia Palace, Axion, and the director of intelligence have all been vacated. Theo becomes happy as he realizes they are inside the Camellia Palace. The system updates him on the situation and shows that he just needs to uncover the secret now.
I'm gaining some
Inside the
viewers,
Camellia
man.
Palace's garden, Aimel starts creating a fuss, as she doesn't understand why she's being forced to vacate her own property. The servants try to calm her down and start begging her not to create such a fuss. Meanwhile, observing all of this, Ed
I got
gives
you,
the order to
I
Axion
got
to
you,
kill Theo
man.
Ragnar. Axion shares his plan for the awakening
Wait,
ceremony.
me what
Ed
people?
tells him to cut off Theo's head to finish him off for good. Axion observes Ed's eyes, which are burning with intense desire for revenge. After everything settles down at the Camellia Palace, our boy understands that despite everything going against his
Yun, ang dami
plan,
na, boy.
he achieved
Look at
far
this
better
shit.
results than what he was
11.
expecting. He managed to obtain the Camellia
Got
Palace
some
without
11
using his trump
viewers,
card,
bro.
and on top of that, he has obtained another authority. He uses the inventory skill and pulls out an item from inside it. The MC munches on the apple and wonders how such things are possible, but recognizes it's very useful. Theo pulls out the blue key from his inventory, which he obtained recently, and believes that it is definitely related to something important. As he focuses on a door, the keyhole suddenly lights up.
Yeah,
Theo decides to unlock the door, and as he opens it,
Yeah,
he is
man.
surprised to see a deep
Yo,
tunnel.
what's up,
The
man?
system tells him he has discovered a dungeon for the first time, and the experience he gains inside the dungeon will double as a reward. Seeing a cave inside the Camellia Palace, he assumes it is another quest of some kind, and decides to clear it since he doesn't want to miss out on any experience. Before he enters, he remembers he
Yo,
shouldn't
what's
go
up,
inside the
man?
dungeon and prepares.
We
After a
watching some
while, he
anime,
comes
bro.
back with his inventory
Yeah,
filled
yeah,
with
yeah.
weapons and decides to check the dungeon. As he walks forward, he notices a huge wolf staring at him and recognizes that it is
Doing
big
great,
enough to
doing
take
great,
him on.
guys. Watching
The wolf monster
animes.
pounces on him, but our boy
I know.
is able to defend
What's the
himself with a
title?
shield. He notices the wolf is very strong, but quickly pushes it back, determined not to lose in a battle of strength.
How
As
did
he
you find
confronts
my
the wolf,
account,
it
bro?
charges toward him while screaming.
How did you
He
find
quickly
it?
slashes the wolf with his sword, but fails to injure it and realizes its hide is too thick and the wolf is fast, meaning he won't be able to win against it with half-hearted attacks. The MC recognizes it's no ordinary wolf and might even be as strong as a demonic beast. He admits it won't be easy to defeat the wolf, and suddenly the monster tries to use its claws as it charges toward him. He wishes he could replicate the ray of light he observed when facing his father's single strike. He calls it amazing and tries to use the pure white arc on the wolf, but fails to copy his father's move, accepting that it's not going to be this easy. A single strike is an easier way to label a strike that brings certain death. He finally understands that the key to mimicking his father's attack is to put all his strength into a single sword strike. He leaves his shield and thinks about improving his sword skills.
Yo,
with
what's up,
secret sword
guys?
arts that rely on his
You
speed,
guys go watch
taught by
my
everyone.
channel.
As he charges toward the wolf and stabs its eye, the monster starts screaming and takes a step back. Our boy realizes his plan is working and attacks the wolf once again, believing he'll win. 2 months later, at the training ground, Eod observes that the number of people is increasing. Sybil agrees with him, and thinks they need to change the training grounds. A rumor about the clan leader teaching the young master Theo a single strike has been spreading lately. So many people now want to spar with him. As Sybil is talking about our boy, someone comes from behind and addresses him as a lackey. It is Henry Morris from Plum Blossom Palace. He questions when the incredible young master of theirs is coming, as it has been 2 months already. Morris is disappointed and says he assumed the young master never missed a day of training. He calls the MC a coward and thinks he ran away after a fake story of his spread too far. Sybil becomes angry, but Henry doesn't stop and thinks the whole rumor might be a total lie since there were no witnesses. He assumes our boy exaggerated it. Henry assumes the scared dragon society being destroyed must also be fake news. But Sybil's patience runs out, and he punches Henry with all his might, completely destroying his face. Another guy from the Plum Palace becomes angry and insults Sybil, calling him a dropout, but everyone in the training ground starts glaring at him. Sybil calls him a shitface while making it clear that no one can compare to their young master. Eod is surprised to see his friend call someone ugly with such a face. Sybil shares that he was already annoyed to see the guys from Plum Palace who kept coming here to cause trouble.
Watching anime for free, guys, come on.
Disrespect their young master Theo. Sybil and his comrades pull out their swords and declare war on the guys from Plum Palace. They also become determined to put the dropout losers in their place, but as they are about to fight, someone comes between them and freezes all of their weapons instantly. Everyone is surprised, and Sybil recognizes it is Ray Ragnar from the Four Hounds. Someone also joins in on the fun and starts laughing. It is Hulkus Lanka of the Four Hounds. Sybil is surprised to see 2 members of the Four Hounds suddenly appear, and Hulkus notices someone is missing. Hulkus asks one of the Plum Palace guys where the Luster Tiger is, which confuses him. Hulkus becomes fired up and questions if everyone is deaf, as he is asking for the master of the training ground.
Yo guys, I like streaming!
That he is here to challenge our MC, Theo Ragnar. Meanwhile, inside the dungeon, the MC reaches his limits, and his sword shatters as well. The system notifies him that he has leveled up. Suddenly, multiple system windows start to pop up, showing that his stats are increasing, and he has hunted 170 demonic beasts. Our boy sits on the corpses of the monsters he has defeated, and the system shows that only 1 monster is now left. Theo drinks a healing potion to restore his strength and remembers that he almost died multiple times, but the healing potion always saved him. At first, it was difficult for him to defeat the monsters, but as he leveled up, things became easier. He is still surprised to see how fast time flew by. He has already spent 2 months inside the dungeon. The system shows him that only 1 demonic beast is left. He realizes that it's definitely a boss monster as he notices some stairs. The MC starts walking forward and enters the 5th floor. He looks at his broken sword and realizes it won't be usable. So he decides to enable his inventory and pull out another.
Hello guys!
He finds only
What you
one
doing?
sword
What you
and
doing?
realizes
Watching
it's
my
his
live,
last
bro?
fight. Our boy remembers he received this sword from his mother as a birthday present. The MC recalls his past life. He had a lot of friction with his mother leading up to the awakening ceremony, so he decided to toss the sword away in his room and let it go to waste. He observes the ceremonial sword and realizes it's a good one forged from white snow steel. Theo becomes silent as he remembers his past life. His mother barged into his room wishing him a happy birthday and shared that she was waiting for midnight to shower him with gifts. But he became angry at her and told her he didn't want to waste his time on birthday presents as the ceremony was near. He was expecting better from his mother and made it clear that no good equipment would ever change his bloodline. He remembers asking his mother to leave him alone, but decides he won't repeat any mistakes from his previous life. Our boy finds the boss room, and the system warns him to be cautious as a strong demonic beast is going to appear soon. Inside the boss room, Theo finds a dragon taking a nap. He becomes relieved to see that it's just a lesser grade. Theo starts to question why the final boss of the quest is draconic. The Ragnars are said to be the descendants of dragons. Our boy wonders if it is merely a coincidence, but decides to focus on defeating the boss monster, as he can't get out of the dungeon without it. The system shows him the quest scenario and the number of monsters remaining. She questions if he can actually win this battle since he is still facing a kind of dragon. The MC starts focusing and decides to use a single flash. He remembers practicing it a lot against the wolves he faced. And even though it might not be on the same level
Thank
as
you guys
he
for
charges toward the dragon, believing that if he utilizes his dragon heart to the maximum, he should be able to land a serious hit. He pierces his sword through the monster's eye and successfully wounds it as the monster starts screaming in pain. Suddenly, it attacks our boy with its tail, but he is able to dodge easily and becomes disappointed that his weak attack was not able to pierce through his brain. The Drake starts screaming and gets ready to kill our boy, but he is able to see
Oh, okay.
possibilities and
About my
confidently
other
charges
video,
toward the Drake,
okay.
believing he might be able to
Climbing
win.
mountain,
The
right?
MC lands a few hits and decides to distract the monster first with normal attacks, so he can look for its weak point. All of a
Thank
sudden,
you.
the lesser Drake starts screaming again, and fear begins to dominate the battlefield. Theo's body completely freezes because of fear, and despite being able to see an attack coming his way, he is unable to dodge but blocks it with his sword. He gets thrown away and hits the rock wall, realizing how strong the boss monster is. He admits he can't keep this up for too long, and gets up to attack the huge monster coming his way, while hoping he can hit its weak points for a quick win. Our boy already knows a dragon's weak point is its reverse scales, and jumps onto the lesser Drake's body while dodging all attacks. He is able to pierce the reverse scales with his sword, and blood starts gushing out of the monster. He keeps hitting the spot as it starts screaming in pain. Our boy believes his plan worked, but the lesser Drake doesn't fall down and surprises Theo. At the training grounds, Holkus gets mad at Ray and makes it clear that he wants to fight the young master first. She calls him a loser and tells him to stay out of it, but he starts defending himself and says he lost 3 years ago. He has worked hard to improve his skills every day, so 3 years are more than enough to close the gap. Ray doesn't listen to any of his words and calls him a loser again, which makes Holkus angrier. He decides to have a duel with her and mentions that the winner will get a chance to fight Theo Ragnar. He hits her with a huge weapon, but she is easily able to stop his attack without being phased. Sybil and Henry don't understand what's happening, but become scared seeing the 4 Hounds members fight. As they both move forward to attack, Remington appears between them and tells them to go elsewhere since this is the domain of the young master Theo. He makes it clear that he won't allow anyone to cause trouble for the master. Holkus becomes happy to see Remington and shares his desire to fight him as well, but Remington asks Holkus to understand his words. Suddenly, all of them start to feel an immense pressure, and Remington questions the source of this immense Remington is surprised to feel such overwhelming pressure and starts to wonder what happened during Theo's seclusion training. Ray and Holkus become excited to see that the young master Theo has finally arrived. RMC dominates the whole training ground with the skill Lesser Drake's Fear. Earlier inside the dungeon, after the MC pierced through its reverse scales, the Lesser Drake finally died, and the system congratulated our boy on hunting it. As soon as he touched its reverse scales, the monster started going crazy. Our boy thought he would die, but the monster wore itself out.
Yo guys, let's sing some German song. Yeah.
No worry. Remove this ad.
Huwag mong pansinin yung LED, manood ka lang yan.
Sino natin?
Huwag ka ng LED. Yes! Watching my own live bitch, motherfucker!
It's only one watching.
It's okay. Guys, please support my channel.
Only one.
It's okay. Guys, please support my channel. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit.